I did it. My research is finished at last. Tomorrow I'll submit it to the professor. It will be a big day. Tomorrow is the anniversary of Dad's disappearance, too. It's already been 10 years. Willy Morgan, the famous archaeologist, vanished under mysterious circumstances. This was the most recurring headline in the newspapers. I'm sorry, Dad. I tried really hard to understand where your final research took you. A hello to Mom, and then to sleep. Unfortunately, she can't be here tomorrow. Her latest expedition in the Amazon is taking longer than expected. Let's hope she receives my email. Good night, Mom. Coming! This postman believes that everything he delivers is urgent. One can never even get a few hours rest. It's only 2 p.m. The day has only just started. Let's see. Bills. A letter for me? Nobody writes to me, usually. It's dated July 25th, 2008. The same day my father disappeared. Dear Willy, it's Dad. If you received this letter, it means that my mission didn't go according to plan. I can't linger or I would put your mother and you in danger. You must go to the old inn in Bonetown as soon as possible. Room 09, but never trust anyone. Everything begins there in the warmth of a friendly place. Love, Dad. It certainly isn't a prank. The style and handwriting are my father's. I've looked for clues to his disappearance for 10 years. And I even got a letter from him. I must leave for Bonetown immediately. I'll have to manage somehow, because Mom is still traveling. But Bonetown isn't far. With a little money and a bike, I can get there in a few hours. I saw the bike around the house. There's even some money around here somewhere. Off we go! Perfect, I already found the bike. Or rather, what's left of it. To leave, I'll need all the other parts too. Hi, I'm Willy. Would you like to take a short tutorial to learn how to handle things in my world? Good, let's do a quick overview of how to play. Let's start with the basics. By holding down the space bar or clicking on the icon at the top left, you can highlight the objects with which you can interact. Try to see what happens. Great! As you can see, the hotspots are marked with an icon like this one. If you want to pick up an item, use it, talk to someone, or speed up the dialogue, you can do so by pressing the left mouse button. Now try to pick up the object you spotted a few moments ago. Good. Now let's focus on the inventory. You can open and close it by using the mouse wheel or pressing the I key. Give it a try. Very good. You can examine an item both in the inventory and in your surroundings by pressing the right mouse button. Reopen the inventory and examine the item you just collected. Perfect. We have completed the tutorial. Here's a last bit of useful information. You can open the pause menu by pressing escape or by clicking on the menu icon at the top right. Finally, by double-clicking with the mouse on the directional arrows, you can immediately move from one place to another. If you are uncertain of what to do, you can access the help section included in the pause menu. Let's start. I need a ladder to get to it. They will come in handy. I'll take them with me. Here they are. Excellent! Another part recovered. Excellent! Another part recovered. Too many drawers. I don't have enough clothes to fill them all. Empty. I could fill it up with the stuff inside the boxes around the corner in the corridor. Collecting everything found lying about is a real fixation. It's a tribute to my favorite band by the artist Glenn Fernandez Sardi. It's the wardrobe's top drawer. I can make a very good impression with this. Essential for traveling. My trusty old piggy bank. My mother gave it to me as a present. According to her, it's the best way to learn home economics. Or, in other words, learn to save. And judging by the sound the piggy bank makes, I got pretty good at it. Its contents could come in handy. Its contents could come in handy. An ordinary incandescent table lamp. It simultaneously illuminates and warms. It's a photo of my cousins, Nate and Sammy Morgan. I haven't heard from them in years, but we were always close. It's a memento. Best leave it here. Et voila! It certainly helped me sleep better. It won't come off. It looks like it's bolted on. A nice compass. Giotto always had one too, or so they say. An indispensable compass. I wonder what this key opens. No way. If we start by taking a key at the beginning of the adventure, what will happen next? No way. If we start by taking a key at the beginning of the adventure, what will happen next? It's a door. The artist wanted to express the concept of the Übermensch tied down by the instability of human life. All I see is a comfortable armchair in front of a landscape. Maybe this explains why I'm not an artist. The painting is really beautiful, but so is its setting. It's Furniture in the Valley by Giorgio de Chirico. It's essential to remember the title and the author's name. My ancestors were great navigators. According to family legend, our lineage descends from no less than the famous pirate Henry Morgan. But this is another story. It's a work by Vladimir Kush, Departure of the Winged Ship. I don't think it would be useful to me. I will leave it here as a warning to future generations. The bathroom door. I dare not imagine the fabulous surprises hidden behind this closet door. There's a lot of stuff in here, but it's no use to me. I confirm my morning impression. I'm particularly handsome today. And even the pimples I had yesterday have vanished, making room for other smaller ones. I prefer to leave it here. Otherwise, I won't be able to monitor the phases of my puberty. An old bottle of sun lotion. Judging by the date on its cap, I suspect it's dried up completely. Let's take it. One never knows what might come next. Not a single drop coming out. It must have dried up completely with time. The cabinet is open. It's the closet door. I was ready for a nice relaxing bath. Best to postpone it. I need something to get the plug out. I don't want to get wet. Body care beauty products, and the results can be seen. There isn't a drop left. I used it all for the bath I was planning to take. Liquid soap, the modern hygienic solution. I ran out of it this morning. I meant to go shopping, but my plans fell through. I love research, but not to this extent. If somebody threw something in there, it means it wasn't meant to come out again. Here's a part of the bicycle, the one it can't do without. It's always good to have one for a pleasant bike ride. Essential for long journeys, and indeed for any journey. There's a lot of stuff still left to sort out. Notes, research. Coming from a family of adventurers, what else could be expected? I'd better take only what is strictly necessary. Every house should have one, by law. It's better than a Swiss Army knife. It can be used for all sorts of things. I feel more at ease taking it with me. A plunger. It could come in handy. It's my toolbox. My very useful tools. If only there was a rubber chicken. But these could come in handy too. It's the screwdriver I found in the toolbox. It's made of rubber. It will certainly come in handy, if it only had a pulley. A strong monkey wrench. I glimpse maps and various memorabilia, but I don't believe they'll take me to Bone Town. I promise when I get back, I'll sort everything in alphabetical or chronological order, just as I've been doing for the last year. We had moved recently, and after my father's disappearance, everything was left as it was. Too many things. I couldn't take them all with me. I see all that working out has yielded results. Admire my physical prowess. The lamp is on. When my mother's busy with research, everything else comes second. I better not turn it off. Mom must have had her reasons for leaving it like this. At least I think so. My mother took almost everything with her for this journey. Whenever my mother sets out to make a new discovery, she focuses solely on that. This is the map that led my mother to the discovery of her first sunken shipwreck. I've decided to keep this souvenir as a good luck charm. She's been looking for new treasures ever since. A little like my father, before his disappearance. They were always soulmates. Since my father left, Mom has devoted herself entirely to me and her work. Then I grew up. I don't need a map to get to Bone Town. I already know where it is. Moreover, this isn't a map of our state. It's my mother's alarm clock. Ever since she gave it to me to repair, though, it stopped working altogether. It could contain something important that would be of use to me. It doesn't look like the other figurines. Strange object. Let's see what happens when I pull one of the branches. I thought so. Ingenious. Typical of my mother. I bet she designed it. Look at the nice ring inside it. A ring. At first glance, it looks antique. I guess my mother didn't take it with her for fear of losing it. It looks ancient, and there's also an engraving inside. Difficult to make out. S.C. Arvis Mag A. I think I know what it is. I'll put it in the bag. It might come in handy. Wow! Now in your inventory you have items that you can combine. Doing so is very simple. Open the inventory, select an item with the left mouse button, then select a second item. If successful, wait a few moments and you'll see these items combine and a brand new one will appear. This will certainly be very useful. Try to combine the item you just found with another item you already have in your inventory. It's an antique ring. The engraving, S.C. Arvis Mag A, reminds me of something. Better not take a hammer to everything. Useful, but not for everything. They were all written by Elizabeth Reed, my mother. To me, it's a sort of logbook of her travels over the last 10 years. After touring the world, she decided to partly reveal the origin of her discoveries. I'm in many of them, before becoming mature enough to look after our home and carry out my own research. I've already read them all. It's the family crest. I don't think it has the same value as that of lords or barons. As a matter of fact, I believe it was created by my father to honor the Morgan roots, in pursuit of knowledge, for glory and posterity. Dad used to say this at the end of bedtime stories, the protagonist of which was invariably a Morgan. It's not about bragging to friends. It's the symbol of my family, and I'm proud of it. He's my grandfather, himself a famous archaeologist. He was among the first to discover the lost civilizations of the Amazon. I'm the bookworm of the family. It's needed to identify the author of the painting. It's a work by the great artist Tiago Huasel. He called it Suhasuna. I don't need a painting to remind me of my grandfather. To remember my little dog Pipoca, and to keep the front door closed. I like where it is. It's Pipoca, as painted by Tiago Huasel. I'd rather leave it where it is. I like where it is. I'd rather leave it where it is. I remember when you could get in there. It works perfectly. I would only run the risk of damaging it. Old reminders. There's information that could be useful. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Fix Mom's alarm clock, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Buy new sun lotion, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Save money, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Return books to the library, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Read instructions to assemble bicycle, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Never leave bath full of water before going out, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Water doesn't work metal loose, it makes it rust, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Important bracket maintenance. Keep nice and smooth, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Tidy boxes and closet. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Fix Mom's alarm clock, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Buy new sun lotion, and there's more. It's my bicycle. or rather, a part of it. There's still something missing. There's still something missing. Owls are not what they seem. Some things still frighten me. How can I possibly use it? Maybe this is the best place for it. More books. The famous What Became of the Great Archaeological Finds by I. Jones, and History of Sunken Ships, Chapter 1. Closely related to the second chapter, History of Sunken Ships, Incorrect Construction Techniques. I've already read them all. From here, I can access the rest of the world. Let's get hold of some money and transportation for the journey. The kitchen. I can't remember where my mother found it, but I always feel like I'm being watched when I'm here. I would like to return it among the boxes stacked in the closet, but I'd better leave it here. It's a regular gas stove. I can't. When Mom leaves for a trip, she always turns off the gas to avoid any unpleasant surprises. She always says that for a kid my age, the microwave is more than enough. I don't think the incident last year helped. Let's just say that calling the fire department about a burned pan can't exactly be considered my finest moment. They look like tins to store pasta or cookies. In this, my mother used to hide little surprises for me. Let's see if I'm still lucky. Would you look at this? It looks like there's a little emergency money in the bottom of the tins. There's no greater emergency than this. It's quite a bit of money. Once the piggy bank is opened, I could have a small fortune. It's not much, but it will just have to do. Very useful when one is always in a hurry. I could do with something to cook. Others use it to cook sweet little furry animals. I prefer heating up something already cooked. It's the fridge. My mother also uses it as a board for her memos. Pepperoni and pineapple pizza, a real delicacy. Pepperoni and pineapple pizza is my favorite. Maybe I might eat a slice later for a snack. Various foods, easy to warm up in the microwave and nutritious enough. No thanks, I never eat between meals. It looks just like the handlebar from my bike. I can't take it. It serves an important function in this fridge. I used it temporarily to reinforce one of the shelves. If I pull it out, everything will fall down. I first need to fix the shelf. This screw is loose. There's a risk the shelf might fall. I need something to secure it. Mom always says that milk is good for my fragile bones. That's why we always have a supply in the fridge. I already had breakfast. Every meal has been carefully selected by Mom based on its caloric intake and ease of preparation. Not now. I have more important things to do. Just what I needed. There's no need to do anything else. Another job well done. I couldn't go anywhere without it. That's where I put my bike handlebar. This is a brilliant example of how a kitchen can be untidy and clean at the same time. It doesn't look like it, but there's a logical order. If I start moving everything, the whole day will be affected by it. there's still something missing. Very good! There's still something missing. I'd really love to try it. I think there's still something missing. It's not time yet. Let's see if this rubber hammer might come in handy. Let's not do that anymore. Let's see if this rubber hammer might come in handy. Let's not do that anymore. No way. If we start by taking a key at the beginning of the adventure, what will happen next? The screws don't turn. They got rusty with time. I can't use the lamp in these conditions. Et voila! Excellent! The heat from the lamp is melting the oil. It's ready to use now. Ready to use sun lotion. The rusty screws are loosening up. I also finished the suntan oil. I better leave the empty bottle here. Now it works. From this angle, it looks like one of the bike wheels, coated in feathers. Useful, but not for everything. I see no alternative. Now you'll discover the huge power of a plunger. Nice work. Now I can safely leave home. Well, look what was hiding in the bathtub. Look where you ended up, dear old useful cog. It's certainly a part of the bicycle. I'm amazed by the extremely intelligent use I made of it. This could come in handy. Best not to add to the problems this object already has. Let's see what's wrong with it. Look what was inside it. Maybe that's why it wasn't working. Replacing the internal alarm with the bicycle bell might not have been a brilliant idea. Maybe it didn't deserve to be treated like this. I don't need a broken alarm clock for my trip. By the looks of it, it seems like a bicycle bell inserted into an alarm clock, which is why the alarm clock stopped working. I think I'll need it shortly. Now I understand why the alarm clock stopped working. must try to find a better way to use this piece of memorabilia. Better not take a hammer to everything. The lead is missing. Making progress. I can glimpse its shape. How professional. Nearly there. Nearly there. Not long to go. It's not time yet. The lead is missing. It needs at least a bolt in order to use it. Useful, but not for everything. Better not take a hammer to everything. Best not to. It's an antique ring. The engraving, SC Arvis Mag A, reminds me of something. Better not take a hammer to everything. I must try to find a better way to use this piece of memorabilia. Useful, but not for everything. I must try to find a better way to use this piece of memorabilia. I must try to find a... It's a present for my mother, and I could ruin it. I want to open it with the least possible damage. It's a present for my mother, and I could ruin it. I want to open it with the least possible damage. I don't want to put them in. I must work out a way to open it without damaging it. And if I don't manage to, I risk losing this money too. Could be a solution, but I don't have the right grip. And it came to pass that my criminal career began. Now I feel just like Lupin. Excellent idea. That way I can open it without causing irreparable damage. I wonder how much I've managed to save in the last few months. I expected more. All that noise and all I got is this lot of gears? I don't even know how they ended up in here. Seeing its contents makes me realize that I didn't invest my savings wisely. It has already yielded all it can. The lamp is on. When my mother's busy with research, everything else comes second. I better not turn it off. Mom must have had her reasons for leaving it like this. At least I think so. Better not take a hammer to everything. I must find a more useful way to use it. Useful, but not for everything. Useful. Better not take a hammer to everything. I must find a more useful way to use it. Perfect. A few more parts. Not long to go. Nearly there. They connect perfectly. Not long to go. I remember when you could get in there. It works perfectly. I would only run the risk of damaging it. It works perfectly. I would only run the risk of damaging it. A bicycle wheel. Too easy. I need a ladder to get to it. Empty. I could fill it up with the stuff inside the boxes around the corner in the corridor. I need a ladder to get to it. Too many drawers. I don't have enough... It won't be an ISO 9000 certified ladder, but it will do. Got you, wheel. One of the bicycle wheels. Now I feel just like Lupin. Another part. The bike's ready. I just have to take it, and that's it. Bonetown, here I come. And here it is in all its glory, ready to take with me around the world. Let's go.
It felt like something from my bike was missing.
I forgot to mount the brakes in my hurry to leave.
Fortunately, I escaped without any major damage.
Better take what's left. I'm especially sad about the bike. I was very fond of it. It's not much, but it will just have to do.